these drones now at the natural expansion. That Spore Crawler does make its way up. A second one now in. It's going to get some heavy damage on that Banshee and force him to repel for a little while. Now both Banshees, one at half health, one fully health, making their way into the main area of Royal Flush, just doing some damage versus this Evolution Chamber, trying to stay away from that Spore Crawler as much as possible, but this Queen is making its way towards them now. They do go ahead and cloak up and they can't be detected at that range from this location. That's right. Spawning pool doesn't look like it's going to be long for this world, as those Spore Crawlers do uproot and try and replace themselves. Since the patch, do a lot quicker job at doing that, but still he's out of range. One Banshee does go down. That second Banshee now is in the vision range of the Spore Crawler, is going to have to be forced to move back.
But you know what? Not before he takes down that spawning pool. And as that spawning pool goes down in oblivion, we see Royal Flush with his hand on his face going, oh, I lost a spawning pool to a couple of Banshees. Taking a look at it, there's one Banshee hanging out right in the middle of this Overlord. Yes, it is wrapped in the tentacles of that Overlord here. As Royal Flush is continuing to get out another spawning pool and getting out that level 1 melee attack upgrade. And let's take a look at what DDE has got going on here, as he's getting more barracks down and he's going to have about 5 barracks up and rolling with that factory and with that starport as well. He's continuing to do harassment, however, with his Banshees, cloaking it up, doing some heavy damage to this freaking spawning pool. And I'll tell you, if he loses another spawning pool, he's going to be pissed. I mean, I would be.
Yeah. He'll break his keyboard, he'll break his monitor using his keyboard against the monitor. All sorts of bad things will be happening in that Zerg household. We do see 3 Banshees now making their way towards the natural expansion, just popping off a few of these spine crawlers. Heavy Marines moving in with the Zerglings going up against them. And good game is called. Royal Flush doesn't feel like it can come back from this.
That's right, that's right. And with that GG going down, we're going to see DDE taking the first win here. And yes, guys, I am trying to keep my voice down a little bit. I realize I am freaking way too loud today. Sorry about that. Whatever. It's just the way I am, I guess. So let's go ahead and get some music on and get into our next series here. Breezy, breezy.
Oh yes, looking forward to the second match.
Right on, right on. So, DDE against Royal Flush, game number 2, and you know what? DDE is sitting at 1 point. It is a best of 3 series. So it looks like we're gonna have, another awesome, exciting match coming up here for the map of the month, and it looks like our map is going to be on Void Rift once again.
I'm still gagging to see a destructible tower go down.
Yes, me too. I am itching for it, man. People want me to pet my beard, huh? Sweet. Alright, so I think we're all ready to go here, Breezy.
Already here.
Alright, alright. Let's get this one going down right now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, everybody, welcome and thanks for joining us here at Imba.tv, where everything is in balance. We've got another matchup here. It is DDE against Royal Flush, and it's actually 6-Jacks DDE, and that's why I kind of paused in my statement there. But you know what? DDE sitting on 1 point currently due to the Royal Flush sitting on 0. Royal Flush sitting as the red Zerg on the top right-hand corner of our map here, which is Void Rift, and then down here on the bottom left we do see the Blue Terran piloted by DDE. So, you know, it looks like it's going to be a pretty exciting matchup here against these with these players, and looks like I had the ever so ridiculous enemy, the Control F. I did the Control F thing there, Breezy.
All right, so DDE is the red, and Royal Flush is the green. Yes?
That's right. That's right. Yep. All right. So I think we're all good to go. Why don't you go ahead and let these people know what they're going to be seeing here?
Well, it looks like we're going to have to see Royal Flush pull something out of the bag here in this best of three, as he is sitting on the donut. Never a good place to be sitting. I think all medical staff would agree with me there. Just droning up quite heavily right now. We do see the barracks going down on the ramp for DDE yet again. A little bit of a smaller ramp this time. Won't need as much of a wall off as last. And yeah, good aggression last time from DDE. You know, he pulled out those early Marines, did quite a bit to justify just having those two Marines. Followed it up with some Hellion play and some nice Banshee harassment. Really didn't need that much of a force to break down Royal Flush. He just harassed him to a very good effect.
That's right, and it looks like Royal Flush going to go ahead and lay down that 14 expand. So we're going to see Royal Flush laying down that first expansion. Before laying down anything else, he will get that spawning pool up, and in short order, once he gets up to that 200 mineral point, of course, we do see this drone now pushing across the map, doing a little bit of scouting, as well as that SCV. They're going to go ahead and wave to each other, say hello, and say what's up as they pass each other going, hey, I'm just scouting, how about you? Oh, same damn thing here, man. They're always running us around these maps, making us travel these huge distances just to see what we're doing. But we see this drone now will be able to poke up into DDE's base. DDE getting out that Reaper will be able to do some great scouting with that Reaper and possibly be able to do some great harassment play.
Yeah, definitely. I always like to see a Terran go for that early Reaper play and just try and get some map presence down, maybe pick off one or two workers. And as you were saying about those scouting, you know, drones and SCVs, it's always got to be a bit of a bitch when you're stuck in the base and your commander's like, right, who am I going to pick to send out to their possible demise? And they're all like, no. But anyway, we see this expansion hatchery has now finished up for Royal Flush, going to be reaping the fruits of that labour very, very soon. The drone making its way back across the map now to that natural expansion area. Just hanging out an overlord in the top left-hand side of the map right now, just to see if there's any drop play going down, I would imagine. So that's quite good map awareness right there from Royal Flush. And we do see the command centre coming down for DDE as well.
Ooh, and a forward bunker. We're going to have a little bit of a bunker rush with some Reaper action going down right here as we see this bunker now being placed down and built. That one Reaper poking around in the natural expansion throws one of its grenades at that hatchery, and now moving up to the high ground will meet that Queen and go ahead and miss and dodge the Queen. Juke and dive and duck and dodge as we see that Reaper jump the cliff. Now the Queen dealing with that SCV, but you know what? The bunker got finished.
Yeah, and that Reaper is going to be looking to make its way into that the second one that is coming up from DDE. Does get into that bunker and will be doing some heavy damage towards that Queen as the second Reaper makes its way around the back of the mineral line. Will be thwarted by that Queen yet again, just chasing it away. So DDE's keeping up with this aggression quite well, but you know, that bunker is going to be causing him a lot of problems.
Yeah, you know, especially since it adds a little bit to the range here. These you know, Reapers will be able to just go in there and take out all the Queens they need to do. Now it's interesting to see that DDE is not going to actually do a little bit of, now he's going to go ahead and poke out and do a little harassment. I was looking forward to that as we see these Reapers now going back into that bunker, and these two Roaches being joined by 3 more Roaches to take down that bunker as it does get trying to get salvaged but does get destroyed instead. We do see these Reapers now poking up to the mineral line. They will be worked on from that Queen, but still going to be able to take down a couple of those drones, and I'd say they let they put on the aggression and they did the damage they needed to do here. As we see these Reapers now doing a little bit more, still maintaining their life. These Roaches now pushing straight across the map. Could be a little bit of problems here for DDE in just a second.
Yeah, definitely. He has got that one bunker down just to get into position readily for that one Marauder out of the bunker. Took one Marine and one Marauder in the bunker. These Roaches pushing through this line though, just trying to avoid that bunker completely and completely negate its effect. Taking down that one Marauder almost before it gets into the bunker. So these Roaches are going to be trying to make their way towards that mineral line and do some damage there. But they are going to be mopped up by the looks of things, as DDE has got quite enough units in his base to deal with this.
That's right, man. And look at these Marauders will take down the rest of those Roaches. 4 more Roaches enter the natural expansion area of DDE. Now starting to do some heavy damage to the SCV line, as well as these Marauders now meeting the fray. Will be able just to denounce and destroy these you know, those roaches. As we see those roaches go down, we do see Metabolic Speed Boost on the way out from a Royal Flush, as well as Royal Flush not going for any layer tech as of yet, maintaining only on one extractor. It looks like he will go ahead and lay down that layer and now get those extractors. You know what, Breezy? I felt it needed to be soon, and there it is.
Yeah, well, you are an absolute amazing Zerg player, so if anybody would know the timing, it would
Right,
be you, of
right.
course.
That's hilarious.
We do see a Baneling Nest as well coming down for Royal Flush. They will be paying off great against any Marine count of DDE. And DDE going for that combat shield upgrade for that bio as well, so he's just going to be looking to go out with a mass force of Marauders and Marines right now.
Yeah, definitely, and it looks like with him pushing with those Mass Marauder and Marines, it's going to be pretty mean to deal with. They all have Stim Pack. Combat Shield is halfway finished. We do see Concussive Shells has already been finished as well. A bunker now being laid down as that scan goes down. This Spine Crawler will be able to deal with this SCV, and it will take it out in a couple of jabs, a couple of pokes, but DDE with his forces now moving in, and a GG is called as DDE is going to go ahead and sweep Royal Flush. That means that the quarterfinals are over. DDE has returned and moved into the semifinals here. And let's go ahead and get some music on while we get that next set of series loaded up here, guys. And I just want to say once again, thanks for joining us on this lovely Monday for some awesome StarCraft action. We know it's all like crack. You guys need the StarCraft like crack. So we're trying to give it to you right here, right now, and I hope you're enjoying what we're throwing down here. With that being said, what you got for us, iGrok?
Alright guys, well, so far it's been an awesome tournament, and now I guess I will come in and kind of give you a little bit of bad news, is that DDE unfortunately could not make it to the semifinals, so Maker will take a walkover over DDE. But that's all right, because we still have some awesome games between Ruff and Dodoro, and then Maker will play the winner of that for the finals. So still some awesome games to come.
Well, hell yeah, man. It sounds pretty good here. Let's go ahead and get this next series started off right, as it is a best of 5, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. After the starting the semifinals, we moved to best of 5. So you could potentially see every single map played in a series. And you get more games, which is always good.
Well, hell yeah, man! That sounds pretty awesome. And I think Breezy and Addicted are ready to go ahead and get this one down. It is going to be on Curfew for the first map. So, you know what? You're the best at explaining these maps. So why don't you go ahead and give these guys another explanation before we get into this next game?
All right, absolutely. Curfew is kind of a reflective symmetry, kind of like you'd think of Scrap Station as reflective symmetry. Difference here being that the bases aren't close together; they're on the opposite corners. So you don't have that really easy air harass. Other really cool things about this map are that really nice and center gold. You got watchtowers on both sides of it, and then you've got up in the top left corner of the map, you've got a cluster of 3 bases, and the top leftist one is actually a 3-gas 6-mineral base, which is kind of different. You can take that. Especially like a Zerg could take it as a stealthy expansion, or any race could, and just get a higher gas composition, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, definitely, man. We've seen this map played quite a bit in the map of the month, so you know what? I think we're all ready to go on this next game here, and yeah. So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to get this one going, Breezy and Addicted? Because I'm waiting on your countdown.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Alright then, let's get this one underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, welcome Mimbalonians. We have another game for you in this map of the month series. We do have Ruff spawning as the red Terran at the bottom location of this map. His opponent, Root Doro, as the purple Protoss. Yeah, so Ruff. Not so big on the mech play, as we saw earlier. Maybe he'll switch up his stance towards a Protoss enemy. What do you think, Addicted?
Man, I hope he does. I mean, last time I saw Ruff play on this map in that TVT, it was just so crazy, and it ended up being the last building to be taken out. You know, that type of matchup where the last building is taken out and the other player wins. So right now we see Roots Toro will scout that supply depot being built, and he will try to harass it, trying to take that SCV down. But of course, other SCV will try to help his teammate and save the day, as we see. And Roots just scouting the base of Rough, seeing nothing extraordinary going on, seeing that refinery is being built, and he's going for a proxy gateway, but right in the face of Rough. I mean, wow, another crazy game here on this map.
Yeah, I saw that.